Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Tai Chi in the Park with me, Li Fu, Director of Four Dragons Tai Chi, and we are here again at Evelyn's Park to practice our circle walking this morning. Today we're going to be practicing the earth palm, palms facing the earth, to get into a state of mind that is open and receptive. So let's go ahead and get started. And before you get started, make sure you clear some space and that you place an object in the center of your circle to help you gain some spatial awareness. Another technique that you can use instead of an object in the center is to get a hula hoop. This is ancient technology used to help us walk the circle as well. And you can walk the outside of your hula hoop as well at home. All right, so let's go ahead and get warmed up. Standing with your feet shoulder width distance apart. Inhale the arms up. And exhale. Soften the knees, sink into the hips. And inhale, rise up through the spine. Lift up through the crown. Open up the lungs and exhale. Letting energy flow through. Relaxing. And today it's all about the earth. Feel yourself connecting to the earth through the soles of your feet. And bringing the arms down by your side, let's inhale, roll the shoulders up and back. And circling the hands around the wrists. And reverse your circles. All right, and circling the hips. And reverse your circle. And coming back to center, let's start with circling around the body, spiraling around the body with the arms, just tapping on the hips. And the arms are empty, empty of tension. And the twist is generated from the hips, up through the spine. Just letting the hands land wherever they land. And now let's bring the arms up to the shoulders, tapping the lower back. Deep abdominal breathing. And so slowing the breath down. And then tapping higher up on the shoulder. About the neck. And slowly unwinding. And we're going to twist the waist a little bit more, bringing the palms up out in front. Taking the hands back, letting one hand come to the shoulder socket as the other arm extends out. And we want to start at around 70% of our range of motion and work our way towards 100. So we're opening up the shoulder girdle, and we're also twisting the spine and loosening up those core muscles. Releasing tension in the deep spinal muscles so that we can spiral in our circle walking. You may notice that one side is a little bit easier, goes a little bit further than the other. In some cases, that's normal. And last one. Coming back to center, bringing the hands down. And now bringing the feet together, heels under hips, hands on the thighs, and rotate. Knees over toes and back over the heels, massaging the feet against the ground. And reverse. And you want this to feel like a gentle gliding through the knee joint. If there's any pain or even a mild discomfort in the knees, please pause and adjust. All right, and coming up to standing, spread the feet apart again, shift the weight to one side and press the ball of the foot into the ground, circling the heel, opening up the ankle. And reverse. And shift the weight. Opening up the other side. And reverse. All right, and standing on the ground with both feet even. 3 cleansing breaths, clearing the mind, relaxing the body. Feeling a soothing sensation as we reach for the heavens and sink into the earth. All right, so today we're practicing our earth palm, and before we start walking the circle, I want us to practice our mud stepping in a linear fashion for today. So just finding some space for you to walk in a straight line, and we'll transition just like we do as we walk our circle. But we're going to start with the heels close together, and the toes are going to be turned out at the 45-degree angle. And we're going to bring our hands into our earth palm. Palms facing down at the earth, right around the navel. And the fingers are spread. Pinky fingers and thumbs spread apart. Pointer finger and thumb spread apart. And creating that rounded shape in the palms as though you're holding a ball down against the ground. From here, we're going to bend the knees and shift the weight to the right so the spine stays upright Shoulders relaxed, palms pushing down to keep the chest and upper body buoyant. Then we slide our left foot forward, ball of the foot reaching out, we drop the heel. Shift the weight forward. Right foot swings or slides forward. So this is mud stepping in a linear form. Shifting weight. Ball of the foot leads, drop the heel. Shift the weight and extend out. Eyes gazing forward. Arms are strong and resilient, but relaxed. And one more step. And now we're going to transition with the T step. So we shift the weight into the left. The right foot makes the T. Shift the weight. Left foot makes the L shape. Shift the weight. Turn to the other side and continue with your mud stepping. And so this upright posture brings about a sense of self-confidence, sense of dignity, nobility, and transition, T step, L step, stepping out in front of your hip, shift the weight, slide your left foot forward. Skimming over the surface of the earth. And so as we walk with this upright posture in the upper body, it nourishes our chi, makes us feel internally stronger. And transition, T step, L step, and slide through. Now for the lower half of the body, we're staying on this lowered horizontal plane, sinking our stance. Sometimes they call this a dog leg or a chicken leg because the knees are always bent. And transition, T step, L step, and continue. We're going to do this a few more times and then we'll start walking the circle. But this lowered plane where we're walking engages the mind, keeps us alert. So upper body is relaxed, lower body is engaged. And transition, T step, L step, and continue. Letting the breathing be calm and relaxed, slow and deep. Transition. And you may notice that the transitions go a little bit more smoothly as we walk the line. All right, and walk it to the center of your circle. Bring your arms down, heels together, toes turned out. All right, now let's take what we've learned there in the mud stepping and apply it to the circle. So standing behind the center of your circle, heels together, toes turned out, starting in our Wuji posture, palms open. Crown of the head open to the heavens. Soles of the feet open to the earth. And being that catalyst in between the two. And just open up and feel for a moment. Letting everything be all at once, simultaneously. Releasing the focus to become more focused. And now let's begin, and we always begin to the right. Sinking down into our stance, shifting the weight to the left to step with the right. Heavenly palm up. The left foot hooks, left hand, right hand turns over, and left hand comes underneath. So knees and toes are facing each other in a mountain shape. We shift the weight to the right, open up to the left, and our left foot opens up. Palms facing down, and we're facing the center of the circle. Shift the weight forward, and hook step. So now it's similar to what we were doing on the line, but now we're turning the waist. So the feet are going forward, waist is looking in the perpendicular direction. And you may notice that some steps are smooth, some steps might be a little choppy depending on the terrain. And we're going to walk this circle a few times before we transition. And remembering to open up the palms to the earth. Feeling for the ground underneath your feet. The outside leg hooks in, the inside leg swings forward and out. In the beginning, you want to make sure that your steps are as wide as your hips. Don't bring your feet in too close together, too narrow. You're going to feel a little off balance. All right, and so here we are back to our starting point with the inside leg forward, and we're going to transition. Right foot T-step. And the left foot, toes facing forward. Left hand crosses over the right. We shift our weight to the right, turn the left foot out, and we push with a T shape here with the hands. Right foot hooks, right hand under left palm. Inhale, coming up. And dropping back down, palms facing the earth. Begin your mud stepping. Just like in our warm-up, you may notice that one side twists a little bit easier than another side. And we practice this to be more like the earth, to embody the qualities of the earth. And so receptivity is expressed ultimately from the earth. So being open requires a letting go, opening the hand, opening the palm. You may notice that the more you open the palms, the more energy or yang can be expressed through the opening of the yin, opening of the body. All right, one more circle, and then we'll transition. When yin is fully receptive, the earth is that representation of yin energy, then it can more readily follow yang, the ways of heaven. All right, and here we go, preparing for our transition. Noticing how your feet are facing forward and your waist is turned towards the right here. Now we're going to transition. Shift the weight, T step, L step, and we're looking outside the circle here just for a moment. Oh, sorry, this is a different transition. We're going to come to face forward, crossing in front, shift to the left, push out to the right, hook with the left, open up, pressing palms down. And finding that continued motion, that circular motion. And let's transition again, ending with our swing step, T step. Adjust your left foot, left hand over right, shift to the right, push out to the left, and hook with the right. Open to the circle, press down. Mud step. And circle walking is the perfect expression of yin and of the earth. As we walk in circles, we understand the cycles of the earth, the seasons, the larger cycles, and the cycles of our own life. And how the more we open, the more we can receive an insight, an inspiration, and let's transition again. T-step. Adjust the right foot, right hand over left. Push out to the right. And hook. And open up. And pressing down. And coming back to the center, bringing the heels together, toes turned out, and let's close the circle by inhaling the arms up, and exhale, letting the hands come down in front. And let's just end with our Wuji posture as part of our closing meditation practice. Palms open, fingers extending down into the earth, noticing how wonderful it feels to stand upright after being in that lowered position for a considerable amount of time. How the legs feel strong, how the upper body feels open. And how our own physical nature resembles that of yin and yang coming together to create life and harmony. Relax those shoulders down, sink down into the fingertips, lift up through the spine, reach down through the tailbone. Soften the knees here, even though we're standing upright. Opening the vision, inner vision, seeing in 360 degrees. And taking in all that we can for today. Letting it rest and reside in our minds and hearts and our bodies. And we'll end with our Tai Chi Salutes. Bringing the hands together, wrapping one hand around the other, creating the symbol of yin and yang, of heaven and earth, to come together in peace and harmony for good health and longevity. It is such a pleasure to practice with all of you this morning. Thank you, all of you who are here this morning to practice here in person. And for those of you who are practicing at home, I hope you'll join us again next week here on our Facebook page, and also follow us on our YouTube channel for more practices like these. Until then, stay safe, take care, Dao An. Wishing you peace on your path.